Here's what you missed on Phathead and Cande in the morning. Weekdays 6 to 10 a.m. on My Country 96.1.
My Country 96.1, it's Phathead, it's cold, single digits, the feel-like temperature. We get up to about 23 with sunshine today, but it will not even feel 23. So make sure you're bundled, the hat, the gloves, the whole thing. Hopefully you're out of the house already. You're out there doing your thing. You're driving along, you got the heat on, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Hey, last night, congrats. We talked about this in the Bald and the Beautiful briefly, but congrats to Indiana and any alum of Indiana. That's pretty remarkable, 16-0 in college football at Indiana, and to win the national championship, unheard of for that school. The quarterback made one of the great plays in the history of college football. By the way, I went to bed. I was tired. I slept. I'm not a huge college football fan. I follow it. I pay attention, but I'm not, I knew what was at stake. I knew the game was on. But I really didn't care to watch the game. So I went to bed, and I woke up, and I saw that Indiana did win the game, and I saw that Mendoza, the quarterback, actually made one of the great plays you'll ever see in the history of college football. He got just battered and bruised on his way to the end zone and still made it in there. Unbelievable. Showed some toughness, probably going to be the one pick, the number one overall pick in the NFL draft by none other than Tom Brady and the Las Vegas Raiders, who hold that pick. So we'll see what happens there. Congrats to Indiana. Some national days today. We already discussed earlier in the show National Disc Jockey Day. To all the DJs out there, enjoy your day. And then a couple others that are near and dear to my heart. National Cheese Lovers Day. That is a problem for me. I love cheese. I can't get enough of it. And National Butter Crunch Day. Yes, like the flavorful toffee candy that comes in several varieties. We love the Butter Crunch for sure. Speaking of toffee, I mean, like the Score bar, right? The candy bar Score. I haven't had one of those in ages. Not much better than that. Some good news to round out the morning. A guy who got a pig kidney last year finally got a human one. 67-year-old Tim Andrews received a genetically modified pig kidney 1 year ago this month, had it for a record 271 days. He's diabetic, had end-stage kidney disease. They removed the pig kidney in October. He went back on dialysis, and he finally got a call last week that they found a near-perfect match for him. The surgery happened last Tuesday. He told CNN it's cool to be the first person to ever have a pig kidney and then a human one. More good news. The college football championship, which we just spoke of, between Indiana and Miami last night. Two Indiana Hoosiers are in the news for a different reason. Starting quarterback Fernando Mendoza won the Heisman, and his brother, Albert Mendoza, was his backup this year. Did you know that? They teamed up with two restaurants in Bloomington, Indiana, to raise money for MS research. Their mother, who you see on TV if you have been watching the games, has been battling MS for 2 decades. One restaurant selling a Mendoza Brothers burger, and the other selling a Mendoza Brothers sandwich, part of the proceeds from both going to charity. That is cool. And early husband of the year candidate, a TikTok musician who goes by the name Empty Heaven, going viral for a song about his wife's resume. She's a lawyer looking for work in Chicago, and people online love the song and love how into it he is. There you go. All right, that does it. I am here till 10. We got a lot of music, 9 to 10. That's always fun. And then we got Jim O'Brien, Murph Dog, Jay Letterman, and Elena all week long from 8 to midnight with her special guest, George Burge. Enjoy the day. We're going to have a cold one and more cold tomorrow. My Country 96.1.
Phathead and Cande in the morning. Weekdays 6 to 10 a.m. on My Country 96.1.